I tried out T3Chat and they make very bold statements. That they are the best AI chat ever made, that they are fast, and that they have every model you want. And also, they claim to be very cheap. Is that true? I tried out T3Chat for you, so you will have my 100% honest reaction in this video. Let me know what you think about T3Chat below. Let's try it out. T3Chat. This icon is very recognizable, I would say. They also have it on Twitter. T3Chat is the best AI chat ever made. This is a bold statement. I like it. We are fast. We have every model you could want. And we are cheap. Very simple and straight to the point. I'll try to be objective here, so I'll pretend I don't know Theo, his videos. This is just about trying this tool, okay, out of the box. Let's say that I'm a random person on the internet, I heard about this somewhere, and I Google it. I will not go into the details on what Theo does and does not. The first impression is very good. I like the color. I got my attention on these three here. It's a bit different. It gives me ChatGPT vibes, I think, with this icon. I like this part. I like these two buttons a lot. I want to click them, but let's wait. It's very clean. We have this login button. I don't want to click it for now. I see here Llama 4 Scout as a model. I like that there is a drop down here, so I can click. I see stuff. $8 a month. Upgrade now. I'll not do this for now. I like the fact that I can see many models. Just some of them are highlighted. How can I help you? Create, explore, code, and learn. I think this is the first time that I actually read them, and I might even click them. So search your threads. I don't have any threads. Older. Let's try here. Okay, this disappears. I want to try. Here we have search one, recent chat. I like it. This plus, I can't click it. I'm not sure why. And what about this? I'm very curious about this. We don't have the tooltips here, but this makes me curious to click. Welcome to T3Chat. Sign in below. Will increase your message limits if you do. Continue with Google. Explain. Okay, when I type, this disappeared. I don't know if this is the experience I want. It distracted me a bit, but maybe it's intentional. Explain me Rust ownership with a coding example. And I'm using this model for now. Send message. Let's see. Very fast. This really surprised me. So the we are fast statement, I like it. You only have 9 messages left. Okay, makes sense. But I really like the layout. Key rules, example code, this is formatted properly, explanation, borrowing. I think this is exactly what I wanted. There is not much fluff, a very nice response. What I really don't like about models is that when you ask something and you have like many things that you don't want. What is this plus? Okay, maybe I wanted here a tooltip like what this plus does. How does linear regression model internally works? Let's try to switch model. Let's see what happens here. If I click here, Gemini 2.0 Flash. Let's see. 1. Wow. Okay, this is very fast. Also the linear spacing, I like it a lot. It's very readable. Probably one of the best, if not the best in terms of readability. This formula is formatted properly. For this, we used Google Gemini 2.0 Flash. If you continue with Google, you have more messages. Okay, this is a very smart one. Something strange, a bit strange happened. I had a chat when I asked about a linear regression. Then I clicked this button. I've been prompted to the Google login. I think I clicked back, and now that prompt disappeared. I want to try to refresh. Maybe it's just a UI thing. I think it will go here. Let's see. I'm also trying to debug it. Trying my best. I have absolutely fresh eyes here. If I refresh it, no. The linear regression went away. We have this search thing. I don't know. I can activate it. Okay, if I want the search, I need to upgrade it. How to argue with a Python developer that Rust is better. Python can sometimes be a bit slow. This model is very polite. Way more polite than Twitter. Probably if you argue that Rust is better to a JavaScript developer, they will probably say yes. A good developer will probably call you out. It's a bit cringe, this conversation. What are the top 5 things needed to engage your audience like a pro on a Twitch stream? Now we will have everything but what I'm doing. Top 5 things. Consistent and enthusiastic interaction. Now we need enthusiastic interaction. Great idea, Bob. Show genuine enthusiasm. Yes, I'm showing genuine enthusiasm. Yeah. You know, Atarva, anything for views. Again, I really like the readability. I also forgot to mention that we have here separate colors. I think we never had a model that has different colors. Something a bit weird is that we had the Llama 4 as a default, but now I can't put it anymore. I really love this. To be honest, I saw some of these screenshots on Twitter already. Having this with the logo and being able, I think this is one of the very strong points, because that was the default one, but when I switch to something else, I can see it in this drop down, this simple drop down. You see, it's a UI glitch, because here I can select it, but from here not, because it was the default one. Only few are shown. Let's see. But something a bit weird is that I had this as my first one, and here I can see them. I noticed this just now, this search at the top. I don't know if this should have been here or there, but maybe I'm just blind. The UI and everything is great. Okay, here I can read favorites, but when I am in favorites, I don't know if they are the favorites. Like I know if I click here and then I see favorites. I like this very simple copy button. Okay, I think I found a killer feature of T3Chat. Did you notice it? Many times when I write some code using even Google Gemini or OpenChatGPT, if the code is long enough, I need to always scroll at the top. Like now I'm here, and then I want to copy this, and then I need to go back here. But check this out. I am that close to buy it. You see, when I scroll, I'm here, and this copy button follows me. I don't know who thought about this, but this is a killer feature. If I click here, what is this? Enable text wrapping. I think this is just to format the text properly. To be honest, I prefer it like this. Create a Python programming language. Doesn't make sense using React. Let's see. Creating a full Python programming language implementation using React is a huge project. It involves building a Python interpreter or compiler, which is very complex. This changed color. I like it. Now I want to test in terms of user experience what happens. First of all, it changed the color. You reached the message limit. Let's start. It allows me to type, which is interesting from a marketing perspective. Now I should get an error. Probably I'll get a pop-up. Let's start. You reached your limit, try again. Please try again later. What does it mean later? This messages the resets. Branch off. I read about this. If I click here, you reach the limit. Okay. Sign in to get a higher limit. It's free. Let's click it. Also, T3Chat, sign in below. You will increase your message limit if you do. Let's do it. Code is not available. This is not an open source project, right? I can see me here. If I click here, free plan, account, customization, history and sync, models, attachment, contact us. Have a cool feature idea, counter billing issue, privacy policy, terms of service, I want to join the community, Discord, not for now. Attachments, models. You can even decide to enable them or disable them. History and sync. Okay, sync now. Danger zone. Customization. What should T3Chat call you? I like this. What do you do, developer? What traits should T3Chat have? If you think the pink is too much, turn this. I can feel people annoying about the color. It's a bit criticizing me. If you think the pink is too much, turn this on to tone it down. I want to hide this. Here is where it gets really interesting. Sadly, I already read about this, so I don't have, the wow effect because I read about this, but you can change the font here. We have this hyper legible, open dyslexic, and system font. Let's go with this one. I like it. Code font. Main text and code font. It's really delighting developers with this feature. Like we have a font for the main text and a specific font for code blocks. You have here a preview, and you also have this here. I think I like this one, to the point. We've also the search, new chat, toggle sidebar, message usage, free plan, reset to more. You have 20 free messages per day. This part is very nice. The experience as a free user, I think it was a bit short, of course, just 10 messages, but I can feel that the team worked a lot on it. If you sign, you just have 20 more messages, but you don't unlock all the models and higher limits. Let's try this one, the 4O mini. If I type here, invert a binary search tree in Python, protocol and premise all settled, explain React use effect, explain how the node engine works under the hood. This has been one of the things that really fascinated me when I started learning about coding. We have a JavaScript engine. The event loop is a non-blocking event-driven architecture, a non-blocking input-output, modules, npm, single-threaded model. I watched many courses back then and I found this very fascinating. I love this scroll to bottom button pinned. I can pin something. What if I do this? Okay. This idea of having 10 absolutely free messages and then 20 by just logging in, from a marketing perspective, is a very good one. Full stack app using C#, both for front end and back end. Very straight to the point. Let's change model. Llama Scout 4. I like that you can switch. I think you can do this also in other chats. I can just switch to maybe a more powerful model and then use it from there. Upgrade now. $8 a month. FAQ. You know what? I like the approach. It has some Theo vibes. That is a bit informal. I like that it has... like if everyone is doing a Mac here. Windows users, they just don't exist. Control key, it works. So it's just here. This should delight the Apple users. Linux users, they know what to do, whatever. Anyway. I can't see my 20 messages limit. I don't know if I will have a warning when I will reach 0. Can a developer also be a runner? What would you suggest? And it will answer no. As a developer, it's definitely possible to be a runner as well. Many developers enjoy running. I won't say not many, but as a way to stay active, clear their minds and boost their productivity. Why should you clear your mind as a developer? I'm trolling a bit now, but then I would write less JavaScript code. Is that healthy? As a developer, writing code is a significant part of your job. If you spend more time running, you might have less time coding, which could impact your productivity. However, it's essential to maintain a healthy work-life balance. Writing less JavaScript code for a short period might not be detrimental, and it could even be beneficial in the long run. And if I type skating, you know that Theo is a skater. What about skating? Is that even more important than writing JavaScript code? Skating can be a great hobby and a fun way to stay active. Comparing skating and JavaScript coding. Form a creative expression, similar to coding. Tarva. Hey Theo, thanks for coming. I'm trying here to compare JavaScript to skating. You came at the right moment. For now, the experience is nice. I'm trying to be objective. So like if I don't really know you at all, I can see the messages remaining here, but for example, not here. It's just giving me a break, which is fine because when you're free, you have here like a counter 10, 9, 8. Now I need to take another selfie because I took a selfie with the blonde Theo with mustaches. Huge respect for hard workers. Sometimes I don't agree with what he says, but I think there are people who hate Theo way more than me. If you agree with everything I say, I don't trust you. You also say many things. I saw this many times on Twitter. I think this is... it gives FOMO. I want to reach the limit because I want to see what happens when you reach the limit. We have 11 messages remaining. It resets tomorrow. 20 messages a day. I think you can do a task. I appreciate this blur. Honestly, I will put this on the paid plan. I will not put this in the login one. I think this should be a paid feature. Like if you want to hide stuff, you pay. This is my honest opinion. But of course, if you want to provide it for free, I'm happy. I liked your video, the one while sitting, talking about Vercel. So alternatives to Vercel now. Alternatives to Vercel. AWS, Google Cloud Platform, Microsoft Azure, serverless and edge computing, Netlify, Cloudflare, Surge.sh, Render Heroku, and Fly.io. Self-hosting and Kubernetes. I zoomed a bit. This is like 150% just to let you read, but of course I would use it like this if I were not streaming. If I branch here, okay, so here we branch it. Concept of MCP. Yeah, the fork feature is also, I think, something that will be copied for sure. Hide the screen and switch to Pro. No, I want to have the... I'm trying this because I want to try the experience. You see, now I have only 5 messages left, so upgrade to Pro. I want to make this a test for the application, so I don't mind. I can even buy it. It's fine. This gives me FOMO. Only 9 messages left. I think it's a genius idea. I think the readability is great. The Gemini is better than ChatGPT, and this is better than Gemini. And I think this is the only model I ever tried that has 2 colors. Like usually they don't have it. This warning is too in the face, maybe, but is also a bit transparent. And I mean, and we are not paying, so it has to be in the face. Users are blind. Putting an X here, very close to this button, might even be a marketing idea. So what is this? Plus, I really like the fact that you can add a new chat from here. YouTube strategy for a developer. You see, it's always the same tips. Content pillars. Don't try to cover everything. Focus on a specific area. Attract a dedicated audience of crazy people who likes the same stuff. Content pillars. Value proposition. Quality over quantity. I'm not a huge fan of this statement, but it's fine. What if I want to start a Rust-focused channel? That's a great niche, you see? Rust is a popular and growing language. I started creating Rust tutorials before ChatGPT. Content ideas, beginner series. This is what I did. Intermediate advanced topics is what I'm stepping in. Create spotlights. Performance optimization. I like it. I would love to do these videos, but this will take a while. Comparing Rust to other languages. This might be a nice idea. Especially the Rust versus Go. I don't know why Rust is versus Go. Like JavaScript is versus Python. Like they all have the anti-hero. JavaScript, Python, Rust, Go, PHP, Java. Explain the why. This is literally the first thing I say in the Rust series. But still people say, okay, but why? I think after 10 seconds, I try to answer this one, but this is not enough. Help me craft a script of Rust versus Go. Let's create a video. Let's create it now. Rust versus Go. Which languages should you learn? I made a video similar to this, but it's a mix. I had some bullet points. I used also AI, but it's a mix. Usually Rust is harder to learn. That's why it's great as a content creator. It's great so I can create Rust tutorials. I'm here to help. Let's write this last message and then I want to try the experience that you have when you run out of messages. Rust simple web server. Every time I do this tip, like Rust and simple web server, and I get like something like this, they say, yeah, but this is not secure. secure, of course. It's a 20 lines of code web server. What do you expect? It says please upgrade to continue. Okay, I like this. Fast. Okay. Fast, but I can't see it here because it's not in the featured. If I type here fast, but the fast doesn't have the icon here because otherwise it would be too clunky. For example, here I would like to have a tooltip. For example, vision. You see here is supports uploads and analysis. Maybe it can also add it here. I'll probably add a by here, only if you reach to 20. The tone is a bit Theo-ish. Boring theme. You are boring if you activate this. And it still has something. History and sync. Let's see. Save your history as a JSON. You can import someone else's history. This import looks interesting. Cloud sync. Threads will be synced whenever new messages are sent. If I click here, okay, it worked. I have no idea, but something worked. This one really gives me FOMO. I don't know if that's the goal, but like knowing that there are so many that I should try. Some of them you see are deactivated. Didn't have this Llama 4 DeepSeek. Let's see if this can convince me to try it out. $8 a month, I think it's low. The price could have been easily $10. Get access to our full suite of models, including Claude, O3 Mini High, and more. Additional premium credits can be purchased separately. Receive 1,500 standard message credits per month, plus 100 premium credits per month. Premium credits are for image generation, Claude, and Grok 3. Priority support. I don't know if I'll ever need that, but for example, this might be interesting. Some people really like having this priority support. For me, it's not a must. I want to see where we have this upgrade now button. So we have one here. If we go back to the chat, we have one here. I think if I pay, I have just extra credits. There is a link. Let's do it. And then we should enable in this way the premium version. It has been literally a single click. So the experience has been really quick. Let's see if I see something different now. Now I should be able to upload stuff. Okay, I can upload stuff now. Add an attachment. Here I can read the Pro plan, standard and premium, buy more premium credits. Okay, I'm not interested now. Let's try ChatGPT image generation. GPT image gen, premium, experimental, OpenAI is the greatest image generation model. I'm not considering the fact that Theo probably gave me some credits, so just as a normal user. At this point, I'm paying $20 for OpenAI. Okay, I have the version plus, but I end up using Gemini a lot. Now, for example, for exercising or for diet and workout, I use Gemini. The reason is that it has a quicker response. The quality, I think, is fine also for ChatGPT. To be honest, I don't know how it can be so fast. So I should ask Theo, because I have no idea how is this possible, because it should actually be slower. It should an API and get the answer back. Something a bit weird, I think, for my experience, is that when I type this disappears. I would probably prefer that this stays on the screen, because when I type, I got just a bit distracted. Personal preference. JavaScript developer arguing with a Python developer to the death. This on ChatGPT is quite slow. It takes some time. I can't read anything about the status. I think that for ChatGPT, for OpenAI, you start seeing something here, like in the 90s, when we had slow modems, slow routers, the images were just loading super slow, like this. And the fact that this has been created by a developer, for us developers, it makes sense. It has something, the font of the code, or the fact that you have code when you start, makes us maybe potential customers. Of course, this has nothing to do just with developers. So I see this is flashing. I think that on ChatGPT, maybe you have something here like this image might take some minutes. Okay, if I go here, okay, they appear. They were hidden. Here we have what is called a halting problem. I don't know how long I should wait for. But we have the logs here. I think this should be removed from production. It's fine. I even like it as a developer. The problem is that now I am stuck and I don't know. Or I can try another prompt. I mean, also ChatGPT sometimes it's just a bit stuck. I don't know. I would probably put something here. At least like this image might take up to 5 minutes because now I don't know. Did you ever have a Linux phase? Yes, when I've been working as a full stack developer for the European Space Agency, I was coding in Linux every day. I can't even say if this is broken. Probably it's broken or in a loop because it's taking too much. This is not T3Chat's fault. The problem is that it should notify something. And I mean, now we are here, we know Theo, we know that there are APIs, but T3Chat is not for developers. This might have a negative impact on a human being. Not developers, like they might accuse that T3Chat is not working, of course. So probably they should add here a prompt or at least handle this. I don't know, after 3 minutes it will say like, I don't know, sorry, try again, something like that. I love this, that if you go here, you have the shortcut. This gives me like the Blender vibes. That when you go here, you can see the shortcut. Have you ever tried Blender? You can see the shortcuts if you hover on some commands. And then basically you memorize them because you can read them here. A frustrated group of developers. I think we failed the ChatGPT image generation. Oh, no. Wait. We have it. Okay, these screens are a bit weird. These are like backend developers. So this is still stuck. Let's try to retry. I don't know what happened, to be honest. Hello, I'm learning Rust. Your content is good. Ah, we have it now. We have 100 premium messages. This does mean resets on the 3rd of June 2025. I think that format is a bit weird. This is classic US. This probably should say either June 3rd or like normal people do. I love this. Wait. I love this. I have the history of all the generated images. This is very powerful. Like generating 100 images per month, it might be worth it, my $8. Because I also have the history here of all the images generated. This is very good. Filter by feature. Okay, here I can see the feature filtered. Okay, here I can see them all. But I remember that when I was here, and if I try to filter here fast, I think this might be improved because of course they can't put everything here. It's a bit weird that I have this DeepSeeker one which is fast, but then you don't have this thing here. And I don't know if this is the expected behavior because I have something selected. Okay, makes sense. Reasoning. You can also select multiple stuff. DeepSeek, Cloud, 3.5, 3.7. Something a bit weird is that, okay, so you see this pink experimental icon. The experimental is on top and it's also is replaced by the pink icon when I hover on it. So if I hover on it, I can't say if this is experimental or not. I don't know if it was the purpose. Final thoughts. It's a very valid product. I like how you can test it without paying and then you are slowly pushed to the paid version. You have 10 free messages, then 20 messages if you log in, and then you can upload. I need to be completely honest. If this was not a live stream, probably I would not have paid the $8 right away, but I will probably had come back maybe in a couple of days. I would have tried out. Maybe I would have put this in the bookmarks. UI 10, user experience, probably 9. We had a couple of glitches, but it might also be me being blind. Marketing, 9.5. Something I didn't like, it might be during the image generation, we didn't have any feedback. I liked the customization. I loved the code font. I liked the shortcut shown. The plus here, when you create here it doesn't make sense to have a plus because you already have a empty one. Favorite feature, the coding copy button, this one. Especially, for example, during a live stream, it makes it easier. Let's say you generate some code, then you copy it from here. Contact us, okay, attachments, I like it. Seeing all these models gives me a bit of FOMO, but it's nice. Hide personal information, nice. I would have put this on the paid plan. I forgot something which is very important. They claim that it's fast, and it is fast for real. There are some products who tells that they are fast, but it's not true. This is fast for real. Great product, great UI. The price is a bit too low. This is good, of course, if you want to try it out. So, but I think it should be at least $10. Thanks everyone for coming, and thank you so much for testing this one with me.